I've got a sick move for you guys today. It's called the Astronaut because it's gonna send your defender flying into space and create a ton of space for you to work with. All right, so let's get into how to do this move. This move is great for when you have a defender that's playing you real tight, but you can also use it when you're far away from your defender, which is why I like it. It's versatile and it's gonna send your defender flying. But one thing I wanna make sure you guys know is throughout this video, I'm gonna give you some ways, some drills to master so you can really get effective at using it in games to get easy shots, layups, things like that, so you can score more, all that. So I got you covered. Make sure you stay tuned to the end to catch all that, and I'll have something awesome for you at the end if you really wanna start taking your handle next level and destroying defenders. Whichever hand's dribbling, you wanna make sure that opposite foot's a little bit forward and you got the ball kind of behind you to protect the basketball. So if you got a pressure defender here, I got my body protecting the basketball, or even if they're not pressuring you, just so they can't reach in and poke at the basketball so easily. From there though, all you're gonna do is you're gonna take a big long step, or try to. When you do it all together, this step probably won't end up being super long, but the goal is to try to get it long, low, and quick, okay? 3 big keys. Long step, low to the ground with your hips and your step. You don't want your foot way off the ground when you're taking this step like this. You want to keep it low to the ground, okay? And keep your hips down. That'll give you more protection over the basketball. And quick, right? Get there quick. Next thing we're gonna do from there though, all in this dribble, is take another step with this next foot. Now this one's probably gonna end up being the bigger of the two because you got a little momentum going with that first step, okay? So 1, 2. From there, all we're gonna do is go into a snatch back. So basically this is like a variation of the snatch back, but the footwork's different, right? Usually in the snatch back, you just take one hard step with this foot and then go into it, okay? Now if you don't know what the snatch back is, it's basically just a crossover, but you're angling it back, almost like into a step back. Now you can variate this too. You can go behind the back with it, or you can go between the legs from the back. Now the reason this is gonna work so well on your defender is, number one, you got protection here, and if your defender's playing tight or pressuring or just trying to steal the basketball, since you're stepping with this foot first, you can get some momentum going in this direction while you got a lot of protection out, because my body's almost turned during this step, right? And it's really hard for them to get in there and poke the ball. And if I'm down low here, I just close this window here with my hand, right? And my shoulder, okay? Then when I take this next step and I start to get past them, that's a big key, is to try to get past their foot on this side. They're gonna have to take off and go flying, right? And right at that same moment that they're taking off to try to get back in front of you and going flying, you're creating all this separation coming back this way. Now to make this look good in games though, you have to be able to do something from it, right? So that's what these drills are gonna help you do, is get to that next level, being able to create something off of it and score more points. So the first drill we're gonna do, all you're gonna do is take the lane straight up to the 3-point line, and that's where you want to start. And we're going to rep this out going back and forth just to master the dribble, and then I'm going to show you some more things to help you score more points off of it, okay? But first you got to have the move down if you want to be effective with scoring, right? You have 2 different goals you can really go for. So the first goal you could go for is start with this foot forward, right? Whichever hand's dribbling that foot forward, step, get to the elbow, and go into that snatch back, okay? And then you would want to rep it back out going the other way, of course. So this foot would be forward now. I would step, boom, going that snatch back, right? Make sure we're angling it back. Again, you can play around with the different, between the legs from the back or behind the back. But the next goal would be to try to get to that next mark on the lane right there, right? So I would start here, go 1, 2, try to get my foot all the way to that line. Leave me a comment down below though once you've tried this out, and let me know which of the 2 marks you got to, or if you're really beast mode, you might even be able to get to that second mark on the lane and come all the way there. If you can get to there, let me know in the comments down below. Also, while you're down there, make sure you click that like button. But all you would want to do is rep this out, doing this back and forth with each hand alternating for about 1 minute. That'll really help you get it down. All right, next, if you want to look good with this, you got to be sharp with it, right? You got to be able to go into a shot quickly from it. Minimizing your steps and being efficient with your dribbles will help you do that. It'll make you look like a cleaner, crisper ball handler, just more skilled, and you'll get your shot off quicker so you can score more points. For this one, we're gonna start right in the middle on the top of the key. You're gonna take 1, 2 steps, like always, try to get to the free throw line, go into that snatch back, into your shot. Now we wanna pay attention again to our steps, right? So we wanna be just the 1, 2 here, but on the shot, to set it up quickly, we wanna make sure we're efficient there too, right? So you have 2 options. You can either A, just step back in with that foot, or B, you can take a little 1, 2 shuffle, okay? But the key is you want to be low to the ground with your steps if you're taking that shuffle, or if you just take that 1 step back in, you want to be low to the ground with that foot and quick, so you can get right up into that shot right away. And then of course you would repeat back the other way, right? Starting again at the top of the key right in the middle, taking your 1, 2 steps, going into that snatch back, either stepping back in with one step or that shuffle. Again, you would just want to rep this up for like 1 to 2 minutes just to get the feel for it and get it down, and make sure you're being crisp with that footwork and the handle. Now this next drill slash counter move I know you're gonna love, but real quick before we get into it, make sure you click that subscribe button and get on that notification squad if you haven't yet, so you can catch all the newest videos. They're gonna help you improve big time. The third drill you're gonna want to do is you want to be able to drive off of this too, right? But what really makes this effective and deadly, you'll break some ankles with this one, is being able to make them think you're gonna go into that shot, right? So doing that last drill is gonna really help tie into this next counter move slash drill. Same setup. We're gonna come from the top of the key. This foot's forward, same side as the hand that has the basketball. Step, step. But on this one now, we wanna really lean into it, okay? That's what's gonna help sell that fake that we're going to the basket and get the defender to go flying, which is what you wanna do. That's gonna really set them up big time. So by leaning into it, it looks a lot more like I'm about to go versus if I'm here, right? It looks like I might drive. If I'm here, it looks like I'm going, right? Like a sprinter in the sprinter's box. So what you can do to force yourself to get into more of that position when you're leaning down, touch the ground, okay? That's all we're gonna add into it is that right there. And then from there, you're gonna step back in, give a little hesitation, and then you're gonna drive to whichever hand has the basketball, and you're gonna alternate this back and forth. Other key thing I want you to pay attention to besides that ground touch and that hesitation though, so 3 things to pay attention to, is that you're trying to get to the basket now from that in one dribble. So we're coming here into this snatch back, okay? We're gonna touch the ground, hesitate, try to get one more dribble to get all the way to the hoop for a layup. That's how you can hold yourself accountable and know that you're being efficient and quick with that dribble to explode to the basket. That's how you blow by defenders, okay? That's how you get to break their ankles, because you send them flying here, they go way back, you give them this hezzy, now they feel like they gotta close back up on you because they know you've hit that shot, and now you can explode past them, so now they're going boom, boom, trying to keep up with you going back and forth. They're not gonna be able to keep up with you on that, okay? Do that, and then you're gonna alternate, right? You're gonna go back the other way. So same thing, set up here, 1, 2, touch the ground, go into that snatch back, hezzy, explode, try to get to the basket in 1 dribble, 2 at the very most, but again, the goal is to get there in 1. Now, if you thought this move was sick and you want some more crazy moves and ways to take your handles next level, click the top link in the description down below. That's a 100% free workout that'll help you master moves and give you drills to master those moves so you can destroy defenders. In fact, that workout's called the Defender Destroyer Workout. Just click that top link, pop in your email, and I'll send it to you instantly for free. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more and make moves today.